Stranger Things is finally coming to an end after 9.5 years of storytelling. This almost decade worth of story has been something that's permeated our culture deeply, to a point that at one point in time there was an entire shelf of just Dustins in my kid's room. But this show showed us themes of what it meant for us to actually have chosen family, not just our biological family. It showed us that with friendship, we have to have honesty and integrity. It showed us that we have to be brave in certain situations, that we have to show forgiveness, that we make mistakes. It showed us that in the 80s, kids rode their bikes around in the dark without their parents knowing where they are, which is what I did as well. But they fought all these different creatures, they've dealt with all these different struggles. And this week, on New Year's Eve, we're going to see their last bit of this story. After all they've faced, they've got one last obstacle that they're going up against, which is Vecna, the big bad for the show. And after this 2 hours that's coming up in this next episode, story's over. And Vecna will be the big final boss. But it was making me think and reflect on this. And one of the things that it reminded me of in scripture is this in 1 Corinthians 15:26. It says this: the last enemy to be destroyed is death. Now, as Christians, we have different things we might struggle with, but the one thing that has been our overall arching enemy through everything that we face is death. And the simple fact that the wages of sin is death, that our sin brings death into our life, and Jesus came to bring life into our death. As John 10:10 says, that I came that you may have life and have it more abundantly. But that is our big enemy. Sometimes we might fight against culture, we might fight against other people, but the reality is the one final boss that we all face is the fact that death has been something that's been a destructive force in our life. But we already know the outcome, that Jesus has given us victory in this, and that if we trust him, we place our faith in him, then we know how this is going to come. Now, there's a lot of speculation on how Stranger Things is going to end. And you know what? I'm just sitting back and hoping to enjoy the ride. And I can sit back and enjoy my day-to-day life and all the things of uncertainty that I face in this future, because I know that, yes, the last enemy to be destroyed is death, but I know that I have someone in my life that has given me victory over that death. This has been Faith and Fandom Bite Size. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more like this, head on over to faithandfandom.org, where you can find more than 200 geeky devotionals free to read at any point in time. If you're a podcast person, just search Faith and Fandom wherever you get your podcasts. And thank you for joining me here to find God in geek culture.